Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another Skull video, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Royale. In today's video, I will be showing you guys the concept art of Royale, as you know, that wasn't too long ago. Also, recroom developers were in development, they were cooking with this recroom original, and we have a bunch of concept arts to actually check out. So stay tuned, because you guys may see some early glider or backpack skins. I think to just get us started, we should start off with all the different titles of Royale. Recroom has some concept art detailing a bunch of different, sort of icons, colors, and different things for the Royale title. Personally, I like the green and black, but what do you guys? Maybe you guys like the bees and the wood and stuff like that, or maybe you guys like the shadow, or the one that's all the way on the top left. Here's an early concept of our gliders. This one seems more like a parachute, as you guys can see, and that one even had skins as well. As you guys know now, our actual gliders aren't like parachutes, but more like arrows. A bunch of glider skins that follow our current gliders and stuff like that. I really am a fan of all these actual, skins and whatnot. It's super cool, and I would love to have like a rainbow or like that, unicorn one. Now they had made a bunch of backpack skins as well for the players and stuff like that. Some of them you can see are released, and some of them you can actually see aren't released. So it's really cool, and hopefully Recroom releases them soon because I'm a big fan of them. They look cool. Now, did you guys know that Royale was supposed to have some sort of badges or achievements? Recroom had concept art for that, and a Recroom developer had even backed it up, calling it, badges or achievements. They're pretty cool, and as you guys can kind of see from the actual thing, it seems like we have some sort of like lodging, some sort of like camping, archery, there's a whole bunch of things here that I thought would have been cool to have inside the game. As you guys can see, it seems like the gondola was going to be held up by strings and stuff instead of floating, which obviously makes sense. And with this, you guys can kind of see that the bottom was transparent with glass, though it did get updated later in some newer concept art to where it looks like the normal model a little bit more nowadays. Now, this entire spawn-in building that you guys can see here had concept art. It's super cool. It had detailed like the interior and stuff like that, and you guys can kind of see how the interior was different back then and what they were thinking and whatnot. And they had kind of just changed the roof inside this concept art. They wanted an open roof, not a closed roof, it seemed. Now, before we hop onto the main island, here is actually some flag concepts of the Royale flag, if you guys are interested. Yes, they even had that too. To get us started with some small stuff, here are some, sign concepts and stuff like that. A bunch of warning signs, some signs that take you to different locations of the map, Frontier National Park. You see the point. Some of these shacks inside the game, as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure we don't have an outhouse that we can go into in game. No, we do. We have a Porta Potty, I think. But you guys can kind of see how everything was a little different back then, and I'm kind of glad that they made the changes that they did now, because that literally looks like Shrek's Porta Potty. They had concept art for the grill inside of can you believe that? That's crazy. Then they had a bunch of tent concepts too that they were placing around the map. If you guys don't know, there's actually tents around the map, around like the forest areas and stuff. Here's another concept of the tents and stuff like that you guys can see. And as you guys can see, here's like one of the little huts inside the game. Here's some more concept out of that. It seems like they're supposed to have some sort of pole that blinks. Super cool. Now here's Messi Hall's concept, as you guys can see. Very bland concept, but it kind of looks the same as it normally does, except the kitchen area and whatnot. They had almost gotten the entire body down, but there are a few noticeable changes. I do like that little fork and knife logo though. Pretty cool. Now, Recroom had these actual pads and wooden like paddles and stuff like that you guys can see from this concept art around the actual bucket lake, because you're supposed to climb on those to get to the middle island. But you could walk on the water when this was still being concept, so it really made no sense to add, if you guys kind of get the point. Here's some early designs of Kre Tower, as you guys can see. It seems like it was supposed to be held up by big cables and stuff. Pretty cool. Here's Paula's pit stop if you guys are really that interested in some concept art. It looks a little different than how it does today, but honestly, it kind of does look the same. Then Ranger Roy's cabin, as you guys can see. There seems to be only like 2 main rooms and stuff like that, but there's actually like 3 or 4 inside the actual cabin. So yeah, pretty cool concept art to see here. And that's pretty much all the concept art that I could find about Royale right now. If I ever find more concept art to make a big video on, then of course I will make that video. But for a little special contender, did you guys know that we were actually supposed to have supply drops inside of Royale? They had concept art for it, but I had covered this already. Of course, folks, thank you guys for all your love and support, and I should catch you guys inside the next one. If you guys like this video, be sure to like it, and if you didn't like this video, still like it, because I am forcing you to right now. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel and support me in-game by using code SKULL or checking out my profile. Thank you folks for all the love, and I will catch you guys inside the next one. Peace!